The time is now. Shawnee gets its first brewery. And I'm with owner David. David, man, what's the name of your brewery?
Vortex Alley Brewing.
Yeah, Vortex. You've probably seen it. It's right on Main Street, across the street from the library. David, for almost a year now, I've seen this place with a little bit of activity, didn't know what was going on. Really? Tell us, what have you gone through to put this spot together?
About a year, a little bit over a year. We started building, we leased the building in March of 2023, so we're just under a year on the build out. But the process of getting in this building and finding a place in Shawnee that was going to fit what we wanted to fit took just a little over a year. But we found this building, we fell in love with it. We love the how the ceiling arched a little bit. So we love that aspect of it. It already had character to it. And then we just took that and we said, all right, put our own essence into that. And so that's what we did. We took the whole thing, went, all right, we're going to create this and make something that we want to be in all the time. So we're hoping that's what everyone else, they'll say, I want to be in here. I love the atmosphere. So
I'll tell you, it is inviting. It's great. I was in this before, actually a number of times for different reasons through the years. But now, I mean, it just feels like home. David, Vortex, though, you're new to Shawnee, but you're not new. Tell us a little bit about Vortex, your story, man.
Right. We are from Ponca City, Oklahoma. We established a brewery there in 2017. That's when we opened. We spent a year and a half building that location out. So we started that in 2016. Got it open in 2017. But that's been open for about over 6 years. It's a little over 6 years right now. And it's been successful. We've grown. So the brewery setup we have here in Shawnee is the brewery setup we started out in Ponca City. So that brewery setup was 45 gallons, right?
Yeah.
So, and then we have that set up in the back, right? And that's what we're going to brew off here. But now we went from 45 gallons 6 years ago to now we're brewing on a 330 gallon system.
Oh, wow.
Right. So we've expanded exponentially over 6 years. Yeah.
Crazy. That's like 100% every year.
Yeah.
So the brewery business is big in most places.
It is, and like everything else, any business you have out there, you still have to adapt. You still have to work around and find ways to make it continue to success. So for us, when we found out Shawnee didn't have a brewery, we thought that's a crime in itself. That should not be a thing. Because Shawnee is such a beautiful town. You have such a beautiful downtown. I'm like, well, this makes no sense, right? But it made perfect sense for us. And we went, I love coming here. I love being here in Shawnee. I've met a bunch of wonderful people. So being here, I'm going, man, this makes all the sense in the world. And every week goes by and everything, another person contacts us or reaches out to us or we make another friend. They go, man, I go, yeah, we surely made the right choice. This is the best choice we've made. So, yeah.
Well, I certainly agree. You know that already. Dave and I met in certain clandestine circles, and we're going to talk a little bit about that when we come back. Shawnee's first community brewery right here on Main Street. We'll be back in a second. At McElroy and Owens Funeral Group, your loved one never leaves our care. From your first phone call at the time of loss through final resting, we are with you. Stop by McElroy and Owens for a visit today.
First thing is, according to ACO, Melissa Dennis and myself are the first two female commissioners to ever serve in the same county at the same time.
What else do we have to be proud of?
Believe it or not, our roads are very, very well maintained. We have some great employees. If you think that I'm not speaking the truth, just drive other counties in the state and you're gonna realize, okay, we're not so bad.
Elle's Jewelry on Kickapoo. A wide selection of beautiful jewelry in their wonderful showroom waiting for you to shop for the holidays. Elle's Jewelry, Shawnee's friendly jeweler. Harrison Discount Pharmacy is concerned about our overall well-being. The Labyrinth on St. Gregory's Abbey grounds. If you're stressed, a walk in the Labyrinth may help you feel better. Harrison Discount Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy. Do you want an easy car buying experience? Castor Keys on Harrison. No hidden fees, no price gimmicks. Castor Key Auto Mart for a fair and convenient car buying experience.
I want to be able to introduce them to who their elected officials are. Everybody knows you've got a sheriff. Everyone knows. But no one knows what a county clerk is. No one knows what a treasurer is. No one knows what the assessor is. Or, in this case, we've learned a lot of people don't know what the county commissioners do. So I would like for them to start at the elected official and then just go from there.
For 25 years, Eric's has served you and your family for all your prescription needs. Eric and his staff love the community and love seeing you in the store conveniently located on North Kickapoo. Make your day brighter by visiting Eric's today. Yes, we are back. Vortex Alley Brewing on Main Street.
Cheers, huh?
Yes. And Dave, that's kind of how we met.
Yeah.
No names given here because it is clandestine.
Right.
But there's a group, there's actually 4, 5, 6 different groups of people who really like beer in this town, and you found some of them.
Yeah. I was lucky to find them. I was going, one of them, I knew we had a Facebook presence together for years, right? For years, like probably through festival we met through festivals we had been in Oklahoma City or Tulsa or something like that.
Yeah.
And we friended each other on Facebook, but we never ever met in person, and actually never even talked in chat.
Okay.
Right? So none of that ever happened. And then one day we were at a festival in Oklahoma City pouring beer, and a gentleman walked up to us from Shawnee and said, he was talking to us, he was so excited about the brewery, he found out we were coming to the brewery, we were building a brewery here, he was so excited about it. He goes, have you heard of so-and-so?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I'm friends with him on Facebook. And he goes, yeah, but you know he has 15 taps in this little trailer house he has here. I said, no. He goes, yeah. And every Friday they get together and they do this little gathering of people for a couple of hours, right?
It's only supposed to be an hour.
And he goes, and anyone's welcome. He goes, so you just, and but we weren't staying here a lot on Friday. We usually were coming here at the time, working for the day and heading back home.
Yeah,
right? Heading back to Ponca, right?
Yeah.
But so we're a long way. We went, no, man, we're driving back too much. It's a lot of time. So we started staying here.
Yeah.
And then
A cot
Yes.
in the back.
So we went over to, we reached out to this gentleman. We asked, is it cool if we come over? He goes, absolutely. And we went over there and really, man, never felt more welcomed in a group of people, and strangers I've never met, never felt more welcome around a bunch of people. It's been awesome. And every chance we get on Fridays, we go over there.
Because
chance.
they need lessons in brewing.
Right. It's true. Right, it's true.
That's what it's about.
It's true.
That's what it's about. But you touch on it. I mean, the people in Shawnee, they welcome you. They welcomed you with open arms.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's been a beautiful thing. Something that intrigues me about this, though, is now gotten into a few more circles, and they call it a community brewery because, David, you're open for somebody like me to come in and say, I want to brew a beer. Let's brew a beer together?
Absolutely. If you say, hey, I have an idea for a beer, or I have a thought for a beer, or I just want to make a beer, will you help me figure out how to make a beer? And I'm going, yeah, we can do that. Like I said, our system now is like brewing 45 gallons. Look, I don't ever want to pour out beer, but if I had to pour out beer, 45 gallons is a lot better than 330 gallons. So,
yes.
So the idea is like, we're going to use this location as a test batch location, right? So we're going to test batch and bring community people in. Let's brew a beer, man. Let's get together. Let's write a recipe. Let's come up with a name together. Let's make this fun and have a good time. And we'll come in and we'll show you the process of brewing. We'll show you how all goes into it. Because I love beer, and I love people who are going to make beer or want to make beer or even if they don't want to make beer, just want to know how it's made.
Yeah.
Because sometimes just having the knowledge of how it's made makes you understand it better and has a little more. I don't want to say what's the word I'm looking for. Not
Draw or aura around it?
Respect or for the task that goes into that, right?
That makes sense. The art.
The
It
art
makes
of-
it
the
makes
art.
it yeah, more like an art.
Yeah, you understand the art of how this is made. And once you understand that, you have a great appreciation for it.
Well, and a couple of the beers that I've heard already coming up, and I heard 5 different names. I'm very familiar with each of them. And so all of these guys know beer. So one of them was a cream amber.
Yeah.
Talk about that. What would that consist of, David?
So we have done that beer. And I don't even mind saying it. We have it out in the market and everything like that.
Okay.
So I am going to say the name of who we brewed this with, not.
But I didn't know that. Sure, his name's Craig.
Yeah.
I'll throw Craig under the
Right.
bus. He'll love it.
We had a collab beer that we had, and we canned it too. So it was in cans. We had it in kegs, and it was a collab brew that we did with Craig and Fran from Spoklahoma. And actually, their logo was on the. We put their logo on the bottom of the can. Our logo was on the top part of the can.
Yeah.
But it was based off of a reality. The picture, the label is based off a picture they have in their bathroom of this bicycle going down this hill, right? Painted on. It was like a stick figure bicycle going down a hill, and the beer's name is Downhill from Here. Now. Craig
That's fitting. That's funny.
Craig likes a cream ale, but he also likes an amber. He likes that taste, and so he was like going, I want to taste this flavor. And so what we did was we made an amber cream ale, which, and I tell people all the time, well, that's not a real thing in nature. It's like saying I like blue raspberry. Well, blue raspberry is not a real thing in nature. You won't find a blue raspberry anywhere in the world. It doesn't exist.
Unless you go to Mass Street Soda Company on Mass Street in Lawrence, Kansas, you might find it there.
But the amber cream ale, I was like, well, that's not. It's not. If you went to the craft beer dictionary, that does not exist. But it exists now, and it's wonderful, right?
One of a kind.
People love it. People
One of
love
a
it.
kind.
Yeah, and it was
Way
like
to go,
going,
Craig.
Yeah, so I was going.
And Fran.
Yeah. They want to make.
And that's on the market. I could say, hey, I need some of that cream amber ale.
And there will be some. We will have a very limited amount here when we open. And then I know I was talking to Craig yesterday, and I believe Cammie will have some in her vehicle next at the event too.
Okay, so he's just
I just threw
busted some news.
I just threw another one.
He just busted some news that on the weekend of the Gravel Growler, Vortex Alley opens.
That's right.
Friday,
Yes.
February
Sorry.
2nd.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Friday, February 2nd, we open right here, and you can get some of that, in honor of the Gravel Growler.
Right.
You can get some of the cream ale,
Amber cream ale. Yeah.
amber cream ale.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's delicious.
Downhill from here, I love it.
And we served it up in Ponca City, and we ran out of it quick.
Okay,
like
so
fast.
that wasn't the only one, but what I just understood was somebody comes in here with an idea. If Dave thinks you're credible,
Yeah.
you'll brew some beer. They get to name it. You get to have
Right.
fun with it, and then your friends get to actually buy some.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Come on, what's
And
better than that?
That's part of it. I mean, that's about the community part. I mean, that's when we talk about when we say we're a community brewery. Well, that's what we are. We're a community brewery, and we want to be involved with the community. That means we're doing things with community members and building something and creating something with them, showing them how it all works. So I love that aspect, and that's being a community brewery. I love the fact that we have our small system back here, because the 10 barrel you can't really go in there and just play around. Right?
It's just too expensive.
You got to know. You got to know what's going in. You got to know what's going in the firmware. You got to know what's going to work, right?
Yeah.
But the barrel and a half, it's playtime. That's a playground. That is like that is Play-Doh. That is all the things you just create on this system, and that's what's great about that.
Look at that face. You get to come in and play around with beer with Dave. We're going to talk a little bit more here at Vortex Alley Brewery on Main Street, opening February 2nd, right after these messages. Sonic Drive-In originated in Shawnee, serving great food fast to your family. Drive up, order, and eat in your car. Now, more than 3,500 stores worldwide, it's Sonic Good at our local Sonics. Hardesty Market in Dell, a real butcher shop for over 80 years. Daily lunch specials just like Mom used to make. Best cuts of meat and even better people. your family at Hardesty Market and Deli.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
Action Physical Therapy supports Shawnee High School athletics. Located on Harrison. If you need physical therapy, ask for Action.
Clinic Pharmacy across from the hospital has something for you. Boutique items in Shawnee. All your pharmaceutical needs taken care of at the Clinic Pharmacy. Dave, this is some good stuff.
Thank you.
What am I drinking?
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
It is. So it's an amber ale. So this recipe was created by one of our other co-owners, Jimmy Allen.
Okay.
When we were homebrewers, right?
Okay, so right there, Jimmy's an owner, Dave's an owner. Do you go Dave or David?
Yeah, it don't matter.
And Mark's an owner.
And Jason,
when you,
and Jason Snyder, we have 4.
and Jason's an owner, but I know David and I know Mark. And when you come in here, you are going to be seeing the craft of Mark.
Right. Absolutely, yeah.
You smell it in here.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like real handwork stuff.
Right. This is built off. We didn't hire anyone to do this. This was done by us. We came in and we put this together. We had a vision. We talked about our vision. We created our vision, and we said, "This is what we want to create." Right? We still want to. We want to make it fun. We want to make it kind of like our location in Ponca City. I say it's like when we were home brewing. We all hung out in the garage, right? When it was cold,
Yeah.
we sit on the patio. When it was warm, right? We hung out and grabbed beer from the cooler out in the garage.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing the same thing here, and that's what we're aiming at, right?
Yeah.
It's a little bit fancier, but
Sure.
the reality is that we're trying to make this an atmosphere where you feel like you're in someone's garage
Yeah.
and you're hanging out and just having a beer.
But let me help you, because at Shawnee we know
Right.
we kind of feel like we're the best.
Right.
We do. We don't want to hear about Ponca City anymore.
Oh, what?
This is Vortex.
I know.
Vortex Alley Brewing in Shawnee, the first one
Yes.
in Shawnee.
Yeah.
How cool, man, has it been from your first year pre-opening? How cool has it been? How do you feel about what's going on in the community?
I love it. I mean, seriously, your downtown is one of the top-notch downtowns. I like when we're coming into a downtown that's not like trying to get developed. This downtown is already developed. Like there's already amazing things all over the place. So we're like going, dude, this is all upside. You look at it going, this is all upside. Everything you around here is all upside. You're going, this is great, man. You have Hamburger King, you have Theopolis, like, they're right here. They're right here next to us.
Comma, Coffee and Crafts,
Right,
Al
Comma,
Shop.
yeah.
I mean, you could keep naming it.
Yeah,
Lunchbox.
it's all over the place. Oh, Lunchbox.
The library across the street, which is a gem. We don't know that the library is a gem. It's a gem.
It's a gem. And I've been in the Lunchbox once, and it was so crowded, I'm afraid to go back. Because there was nowhere to sit. I was like going, this place is insane. Like, and you see, I'll just watch over there, and there'll be like fire trucks pull up and firemen going and just having lunch, like going, oh my goodness,
What
man.
about Arts 319? I mean,
Oh,
the Hadleys right
Dude,
there.
they're awesome.
How could you get better neighbors than the Hadleys?
They're the best neighbors. And they, when we had to go for the city, right? And I couldn't be here. I had a vacation scheduled. I had plane tickets. I was gone. And Beth stepped up and went and took a letter that I wrote and took to the city and read that letter to the city while I was gone.
That'd be Beth Hadley.
Yeah, and
Right over there, Arts
I was like,
319.
They're so awesome to us, and I was like, and they didn't have to be. That's the
Right.
thing. They never had to be that. Now the thing is too. Vernon and I. He's a disc golf guy. I'm a disc golf guy. Mark's a disc golf guy. Jimmy's a disc golf guy. We
You're
love
disc
golf.
golfers.
We love
Okay.
the disc golf. So we already had that connection going on. So
Yeah.
Now.
And that's something that, if you don't know, Arts 319 added, and they've
Yeah.
had it now for a year or two.
Yeah.
In which if you have disc golf things, I mean, you can go right in there. If you don't prefer to go over to Play It Again Sports, which has a bunch over there as well, but it's a
Yeah.
big deal right here on Main Street.
This is what I say all the time. I said, I love these here. I hate these here. That's like going, I love because they get so many of the selection is amazing. I'm going, oh, I get all these
Hey,
discs.
dude, I have a feeling that's what a lot of these people are going to be saying. I love that I hate that he's here.
I just started going, dang it, man, you're taking more of my money this week.
I like that. Now, okay,
Yeah.
Serious Brewery.
Yeah,
How many taps?
12.
Okay, are they all active all the time?
They'll be all active all the time. Yeah.
Okay, so does that mean you're going to have like 3 of one, 2 of one, 3, or are we going to have 12 choices?
Oh, it's 12 choices. Yeah, I've never done.
So
I've
with-
never
so
put
like
a beer
with-
on 2 taps. It's never
With
been a thing.
Craig, let's say Dirk comes in. He has a brew idea. He makes
Right.
a beer. What are you going to call it? Maybe. Should we bust it?
I don't mind telling it. I mean,
Yeah. What are we gonna call it?
We're going to call it Theopolis.
Okay, so the Hopolis.
Theopolis, like
Theopolis.
like Theopolis instead of
Don't
Theopolis.
tell us. Don't figure it all out.
Come on.
Give us a few, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we'll all figure it out together.
Yeah.
But there'll be one of those taps,
Right.
and then you'll still have 11 other taps.
Absolutely.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Shawnee.
because we're not. Yeah.
21 and older.
Yeah, absolutely.
What other rules?
No smoking. Yeah, we don't. There's no smoking here. It's 21 and over. Yeah.
Do you have a smoking porch or something for anybody who wants to
It'd be
smoke?
outside. I mean, that's out
Well,
front. We'll put an ashtray out
Porch
there.
is outside.
Well, we'll put an ashtray out. We can't put a sitting area because the city. I mean, it's not big enough, so
Okay.
we can't put a sitting area. But we
Oh,
can-
yeah.
But you can't take drinks.
Well, no, I mean, most smokers are used to going outside.
Yeah, you can't take drinks outside.
Okay.
That's just
These
are
are
That's the
rules
rules. These are rules
we have to follow.
Right, like you can't take this glass outside the door. The door has
Gotcha.
to stay inside. So
Gotcha.
that's the the
So
law.
is that all the rules?
That's the laws.
You got to follow the law while you're
Right.
here.
Right, you
Okay.
gotta follow the law.
Is there any other, like any complicated rules to a brewery for a first-time brewery community that we should know?
I don't know if complicated that we can't make sure everyone's doing fine with it. We can make sure that everyone's legal eagles.
Yes.
That's what we're going to do.
Yes.
You
You
know,
have to.
and we're not going to overserve you. We're adamantly we've never had a problem with overserving anyone in the 6 years. We do cut that off,
Mm-hmm.
and we just ask if we do cut you off, just be understanding about that.
Yeah.
And understand that this it's the best for you. Right.
I would agree.
And
Yes.
so we're only looking
And
out
for
for
everybody
you,
else
right,
around you.
Right. We're just looking out for you, not for ourselves. At
Understood.
That point, right?
Understood.
So,
That's great. So pretty simple. We are on Main Street, across the street from the library, and Shawnee's got a new brewery.
your first one, isn't it?
Shawnee's got their first brewery.
There we
The
go.
best brewery in the state
There
is
we go.
now located right
Yeah.
here across from the
Absolutely.
library. February 2nd, 2024, grand opening here at Vortex Alley. Come on in and brew some beer with David.
Yeah.
I was going to say tell David hello, but actually come on in and brew some beer with this guy.
Bring your beer ideas. Let's do this. Let's figure it out.
I like it. Let's do this. Shawnee, because together, all of us, we're building community
Absolutely.
one season at a time.
Thank you, man.